What if I told you that Allah hears you more clearly when you are silent? Tonight, not tomorrow, tonight, if you say just one word in complete silence, something inside you can shift. Not loudly, not dramatically, but deeply. Ibn Arabi taught that sound can sometimes become a veil and silence becomes the doorway. When the tongue rests, the heart finally speaks. Many people repeat Allah's name every day, yet feel nothing. Not because they are weak, but because they are listening with noise. This is not about chanting. This is not about volume. This is about presence. Stay with me till the end of this video, because if you miss the reason why silence carries power, you may continue making dhikr, but never truly feeling it. Tonight, your heart is closer than you think. You try to remember Allah, yet your heart feels heavy. Your lips move, but nothing changes inside. You wonder, why does my dhikr feel empty? You hear others speak about peace, tears, closeness, but you feel blocked. This pain is quiet, so you rarely talk about it. You blame yourself, your faith, your consistency, but listen carefully. The problem is not that you don't remember Allah. The problem is that your heart is drowning in noise, thoughts, worries, expectations, fear. When everything inside is loud, even truth struggles to be heard. Silence does not mean emptiness. Silence means attention. When the noise around you fades, something unusual happens. Your awareness turns inward. You begin to notice what was always there, but never heard. Think about it. When the world is loud, even a clear voice gets lost. But in complete quiet, even a whisper becomes powerful. The heart works the same way. Silence slows the mind. It weakens distraction. It removes pressure. And in that stillness, the heart finally gets space to respond. This is why moments of real clarity often come late at night, when the world sleeps and the soul wakes. Silence is not passive. It is an active state of listening. And when you remember Allah in silence, you are no longer just speaking. You are present. That presence is where connection begins. Ibn Arabi spoke about remembrance in a way that most people were never taught to understand. He said that words are not the beginning of dhikr, meaning is. And meaning does not need sound. According to Ibn Arabi, every name of Allah carries a reality before it carries a voice. When you pronounce the name, you are only touching the surface. But when the name is remembered in silence, it reaches its origin, the heart. He explained that sound belongs to the physical world, but silence belongs to the inner world. And Allah is closer to the inner world than the outer one. This is why the awliya often preferred quiet remembrance. Not because sound is wrong, but because sound can distract, while silence gathers everything inward. Ibn Arabi taught that when the tongue rests, the heart awakens. And when the heart awakens, the remembrance becomes real. This is not poetry. This is a spiritual principle. The name Allah does not need volume. It needs presence, and presence is born in silence. There is a reason why the people of deep remembrance always valued the night. Not because the night is dark, but because it is quiet. During the day, your heart is surrounded by noise. Even when you sit alone, your mind is still carrying voices, worries, expectations, and unfinished thoughts. But when night arrives, the world slowly steps back. The demands fade, the noise weakens. At night, the ego is tired, the body is less demanding, and the heart becomes more honest. This is why silent dhikr at night works differently. When you remember Allah silently in the night, there are fewer distractions competing for your attention. The heart is no longer defending itself from the world. It is open, vulnerable, receptive. Ibn Arabi taught that certain realities descend when conditions are right. Silence is one condition, darkness is another, but together they create something rare, focus without effort. This is also why pain often feels heavier at night, because the soul is closer to the surface, and closeness means sensitivity. When you say Allah silently in that state, you are not forcing remembrance. You are responding to a moment that was already prepared. Night amplifies silent Dhikr because it removes resistance. No audience, no performance, no expectation. Just you and the one who never sleeps. In that quiet, the heart does not shout. It listens. And sometimes listening is the most powerful form of remembrance. Let me speak to you directly now. If your heart feels tired, not physically, but deeply, this message is for you. If you feel like you have tried everything, prayed, repeated words, stayed patient, yet still feel empty, you are not broken. You are overwhelmed. Some pains are too heavy for sound. Some feelings collapse the moment you try to explain them. And this is why your heart has gone quiet, not because it has lost faith, but because it is exhausted from speaking. Allah does not ask you to shout when you are weak. He does not demand strength when you are hurting. Sometimes the most sincere remembrance is not spoken. It is felt. When you say Allah silently, you are not performing. You are not proving anything. You are not trying to impress the heavens. You are simply admitting, I am here and I need you. And that admission does not require a voice. Many people think closeness to Allah comes from doing more. But Ibn Arabi taught that closeness often comes from removing, not adding. Removing noise. Removing effort. Removing the pressure to feel something immediately. Your heart does not need force. It needs permission to rest. Silence gives that permission. In silence, there is no fear of saying the wrong thing. No fear of not feeling enough. No fear of being watched or judged. Just honesty. And Allah loves honesty more than perfection. If tears come in silence, let them come. If nothing comes, let that be enough too. Because remembrance is not measured by sensation, it is measured by sincerity. Tonight, do not demand peace from your heart. Offer it safety. Sit quietly, breathe, and let the name Allah settle inside you, not as a sound, but as a presence. Sometimes healing does not arrive loudly. It arrives gently. And gently is how the heart heals best. Now listen carefully. Not with urgency, not with pressure, but with ease. This is not a ritual. This is not a technique to force feelings. This is simply making space. Tonight, when the world becomes quieter, choose a moment when you are not rushing. It does not have to be late. It only has to be calm. First, dim the lights. Not because darkness is special, but because brightness keeps the mind alert. Soft light tells the body that it can slow down. Place your phone away from your hands. Not far, just out of reach. This small act tells your heart nothing else matters for a few moments. Sit or lie down comfortably. Do not force posture. Comfort is important because tension blocks presence. Now close your eyes. Take one slow breath in through your nose. Not deep, just slow. And release it gently through your mouth. Do this again. As you breathe, notice something important. You are not trying to empty your thoughts. That struggle creates more noise. Instead, let thoughts pass like distant sounds. Now comes the remembrance. Do not move your lips. Do not shape the word with your mouth. Say Allah only in your heart. Not fast, not repeatedly. just once. Pause. Notice what happens inside your chest. Maybe nothing changes. Maybe a slight warmth. Maybe a heaviness. Maybe resistance. All of it is allowed. Say it again, silently. Allah. Let the word fall into you, not rise from you. If your mind wanders, do not fight it. Fighting creates ego. Simply return, gently, to the name. This is not counting. This is not performance. If you want a rhythm, let your breath guide it. Inhale, awareness. Exhale, Allah in the heart. That's it. No promises, no expectations. If emotions rise, do not analyze them. If nothing rises, do not feel disappointed. Silence works quietly. Stay in this state for a few minutes. 3 is enough. 5 is beautiful. More is optional. Before ending, sit in silence for a moment without saying anything, not even the name. This allows the remembrance to settle. When you open your eyes, do not rush back into noise. Carry the quiet with you. This is not about feeling something extraordinary. It is about allowing something real. And if tonight you do nothing else, do this gently, because hearts open slowly, and Allah meets sincerity, not effort. This is how silent dhikr begins to change you, without you even noticing. Do not expect fireworks. Do not expect sudden visions or dramatic emotions. Silent dhikr does not work like that. What changes first is not what you feel. It is how you carry what you feel. You may notice that your chest feels slightly lighter, not because problems disappeared, but because resistance softened. The weight is still there. It just hurts less to hold. Your breathing may slow down naturally, not because you tried, but because the body feels safer. Safety is the first sign of inner change. You might also notice something strange. Your thoughts don't stop, but they lose their authority. They pass without pulling you with them. This is important. It means the heart is no longer trapped in the mind. Some people feel nothing at all, and that is also a change. Because previously, even emptiness felt painful. Now it feels neutral, quiet, manageable. Ibn Arabi taught that real transformation happens beneath awareness. If you can clearly describe the change, it is often still surface level. Deep change is subtle. It rearranges you slowly without announcement. Over time, you may find yourself reacting less. Words hurt a little less. Silence feels less lonely. You don't rush to explain yourself anymore. This is not detachment. This is grounding. Your relationship with Allah also shifts quietly. You stop trying to impress. You stop demanding signs. You stop measuring closeness. Instead, remembrance becomes familiar, natural, like returning home rather than knocking on a door. Silent dhikr does not remove pain instantly, but it removes panic around pain, and that changes everything. You may sleep a little deeper, or wake up with less heaviness, or feel drawn to silence during the day. These are signs the heart is learning a new language. Do not chase these signs. Do not compare experiences. Comparison kills sincerity. The most important change is this. You stop forcing yourself to be strong. You allow yourself to be present. And presence is where Allah meets the servant, not in performance, not in noise, not in emotion, but in honesty. If nothing changes tonight, do not give up. Silence works slowly, like rain entering dry soil. The ground does not look different at first, but it remembers. And one day, without warning, you realize something important. You are still carrying the same life, but it no longer carries you. That is the quiet gift of silent remembrance. Tonight, don't try to say too much. Let silence do what words cannot. Sit quietly. Place the name Allah in your heart and trust that He hears even what you cannot express. O Allah, bring peace to hearts that are tired, calm to minds that are restless, and light to souls that feel heavy. Remove the noise that separates us from you and replace it with presence, sincerity, and closeness. Ya Allah, teach our hearts to remember you without fear, without force, and without sound. Ameen. If this message reached you, don't rush away. Carry the silence with you. It is a gift.